Up is DNA for sure, and this video is about a little touch on human evolution. Why why you like to see violent things, and why you're not crazy, and a touch of a little female human evolution history. The first thing I would like to speak on, well, the first thing that I do want to speak on is my next video is going to be on slang words that drug dealers should know. I'm going to take the alphabet, I'm going to write the alphabet down and write 3 to 5 slang words that start with each letter of the American alphabet, American English alphabet. Since we don't have an official language, because America's this shit, it's an enigma, it's unknown. What do these motherfuckers speak? Just put everything. Jack Daniels and Coke. Anyway. 1. Women, and I don't want to say the more evolved women or the less evolved women, because to be totally honest, TBH, I haven't done the research to be qualified to speak on whether the type of women who go against, who conform in this way, are lesser or more evolved. Number one, if they were lesser evolved, they wouldn't have been here in some respects. And if they were more evolved, then more women would follow these lifestyle choices. So, number one is why women don't approach men. I have a homegirl, and she does not conform to a lot of feminine evolutionary ways for one reason or another. She's the one who is going to walk up, who's not going to fucking showcase her assets, who's going to talk with you, attract the man, and bring that motherfucker back like the fucking ultimate lioness. That's very uncommon for women. Why is that? Because as human beings, we developed on an average, a 50-person tribe. When a woman looks to a man for attraction, she looks to see if he can control 49, 59 on average motherfuckers. Not by saying that he's in control, not by doing this. It's assumed. That's what lions do. That's what silverback gorillas do. That's what wolves do. Nobody has to say it. There's no special marking. It's assumed nobody's gonna fuck with him. Hierarchies are assumed in the animal kingdom. And a motherfucker can bark and say he's the leader and do this. The alpha male, the top person, is not gonna fucking dispute that, because he knows what's up, everybody knows what's up. But anyways, the reason why women don't approach men and women act a certain way, because women are all about the showcase. Women are all about letting nature do her work and doing nature's work. A woman is not gonna approach you. Why? Because in a 50-person tribe, there's going to be so many people who are too old to breed, so many people who are too young to breed. There's going to be so many people who are taken. So when we break that down, we'll give it 30 people. Roughly. Some of these people are going to be infertile. Or the warriors, too busy, or, homosexual, who are just unavailable. we're gonna take 10 men and 15 women. There's only 15 women to these 10 men. If you're one of those women who have just a little bit more spunk, just a little bit more moxie, just a little bit of that oomph that it takes to attract a man, a little bit more personality. If you're like my friend, which she's not gonna get rejected, but if you're like her, or let's say you're a normal looking person, but you do have the whatever, not her. I don't want to use her as an example because I don't think she's a failure in this department. But we'll take somebody who's normal looking, has a normal personality, but she has the extra oomph. She's on her, her last leg as far as having children. You take her, and she approaches one of the people in her tribe who are unrelated to her. And she goes and she spits game and she fucking shakes titties and shakes ass and bends over and picks the berries and walks up to him like, yo, what's up though? If he rejects her, she's not gonna get to reproduce. There's only 10, that's this many. 10 people that she can breed with. If that one motherfucker says no, he's gonna tell two of his homeboys. One of his homeboys might not tell anybody. One of his homeboys is going to tell two other people. That's going to get back to the initial guy's grandpa. The initial guy's grandpa is going to tell his wife. The initial guy's grandpa is going to tell other people. The initial guy's grandpa is going to fucking eventually tell the alpha male. Eventually, she's not going to have the opportunity to breed. This happened enough over tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of years where this personality trait and these actions, unless she's a lesbian, and they're like, oh, 3B, menage, what the twaze, and that's going to happen. So that's why females would rather, oh, I dropped my purse. That's why that happens. Females are not gonna approach you, so it's been breeded out or breeded or whatever the fuck the word is. It died out. That personality trait is not desirable for both the men and women. I like that shit because I'm conceited, I'm a narcissist, I'm very egotistic. If a fucking female, and that's actually what I look for. But anyways. Another thing is why you're not crazy. Why do you like seeing blood? Why you like seeing guts? Why do you like listening to 3 6 Mafia? Why do you like fucking watching horror stories? Because with seeing blood and guts and people getting killed, and why did the Greeks set up stadiums to watch lions fucking maul human beings? You give them a sword and a shield, and this is how people get executed back in the day. And not everybody always died. And when they lived and they fucking killed the lion, they were straight and their sins were forgiven. Why do you like that? Why do you like seeing people fucking die? Why do you like killing things? That doesn't mean you're a psychopath. That doesn't mean you're a sociopath. A lot of the times, not all the time. You like seeing that because evolution taught you this is how humans survived. If you see a lion fight and kill a human being, you see a cheetah fuck a motherfucking human being up, your brain is an adaptive organ. It's supposed to learn. It's supposed to observe. It's supposed to examine. It's supposed to collect data. That's what happens. So when you see horror movies and you see people getting fucked up and killed and blood and guts all over the wall and that shit fucking splatters everywhere, that's what really happens. When you stab somebody really hard, that shit fucking splats. And when you pull that shit out, that shit fucking spreads all over the wall. And that's not a good sound. Never mind how I know that. But when you see things like that, your brain is learning what not to do. All that beheading thing, all that execution on display, that was for educational purposes, and that's a natural human mm, survival tactic. That's a natural human occurrence that's supposed to be seen. A lot of people have seen people dying, dogs dying. When dogs die in particular, they don't go, "Oh my god, I'm dying. I want you to have my lab. I want you to get nigga." No, that bowl. Matter of fact, I had a big ass dog bowl of fucking the fucking the bacon. That's behind the door. They don't do all of that shit. That's what humans do. They let off a fucking agonizing bark, and sometimes it's just a respectable arr, and they fucking die. Humans don't die like that. So your natural response to wanting to see things die and things get hurt and see blood and guts all over the fucking floor, that's natural. You're not crazy. Your brain is made to learn. You want to see blood and guts because that's a learned survival skill. If you see somebody get killed, if you see somebody get executed, that's all Willie Lynch. Look that up. That's where the word lynch came from. Lynch mob. Willie Lynch. Google him. If you show this nigger, if he doesn't pick the cotton, and when he says no, whip his ass in front of everybody. Tie his ass up, whip him in front of his whole family when he says no, and sell him. So everybody knows this is what the fuck happens. That's natural human psychology. You wanting to see gore and blood and guts and fucking brains spilled all over the floor and people shot in the face and listening to it, you're not crazy. You're not a bad person. That's a natural human survival skill response. Sometimes you're supposed to see it, sometimes you can get overexposed. Of course. Balance. I like horror movies because I wasn't brought up in a violent environment. I'm from the fucking suburbs. I'm from Sandy Springs. 2008, Sandy Springs was the fifth safest city with a population over 100,000 people. I'm from the suburbs, Holmes. That's why I talk like this. But you wanting to see violent things is natural. You're supposed to learn what can happen if you fuck up with nature. If you fuck up with another person, if you fuck up with that tribe, if you fuck up in this environment. You wanting to see people die in an electric chair? That's what you want. That's what you're supposed to see. Maybe you're from the desert. You know, I've seen videos, shit, real life, and walking down South Side, and my mom. We should call 911. No, he's coughing up blood. This nigga got shot, fucking 5 times in the chest, laying on the curb with a bottle next to his hand. No, that nigga's dead. He's coughing up blood. He's dead. He's gonna fucking suffocate on his blood. The best thing I can do for him is shoot him in the face. I don't tell people that. I don't feel like it traumatized me too much. But just knowing that you're supposed to fucking learn what can happen if you fuck up. Death is not the ultimate punishment. A lot of people don't know that. I should make a video on that. I might make a video on that. Remind me if you would like to. S'il vous plaît. But it's supposed to happen. You're supposed to see blood and guts and bad things happen to people, whether good or bad. But anyways, I'm not saying to overexpose yourself to violence or bad things. But that's why you like horror movies. That's why you like seeing people getting mauled by lions. It's human psychology. You're supposed to see bad things happen to people because you're supposed to learn from that and learn the fucking rules of this universe and laws. You're not crazy. You're not undesirable. You're not disgusting. You're not sick. It's DNA for sure. Yeah, Kill the police.